All right, back to talking about Doctor Who. So thinking back to Doctor Who when I originally saw Doctor Who back in the '80s as a child, it's I don't it's vague memories, so I don't know how many episodes I actually saw. Uh, I just know that I really liked it because it conjured the imagination, and it was different. It was British, and I didn't see too many British shows when I was that age, so maybe this was where British television was introduced to me, I think, probably. So it was appealing because of the Britishness of it, the way they were talking with the accents. So it was different. Although I think I might have, yeah, I was exposed to British cartoons that I liked. Um, Definitely, I don't have it with me. Not right in front of me, but I own some. I'm trying not to sneeze here. Mm. One of my favorites from the '80s was a cartoon called Danger Mouse. That was British. I suppose I can go get it. I loved this show, Danger Mouse. And I think there was other British cartoons. There was something with a banana. I think there was a Banana Man cartoon. There might have been something else. So there's something appealing about the British shows, the few that I was exposed to. I guess I like the way they talked. So that was part. I guess that was part of the appeal of Doctor Who because it was different, because it was British. All right, so specifically, I have a memory of. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Genesis of the Daleks because I have this. I have this memory of Davros. Uh, the main villain in this story here. Let's see if I can show him here. He looks scary, especially like if you're a little kid. He's got this wrinkly face, and and I felt that he had this scary voice. I wasn't like terrified of it, but he was a evil character, and yeah, they did something with the actor's voice. They affected the I don't know what they did. Like they affect the voices of the actors who the voice actors who for the Daleks too. Uh, Very powerful effect. So I felt that the show was appealing because I was like, wow, this Davros guy is he's a scary character. I suppose it's a good time to mention the word Dalek because The way they say it in the show is Dalek. Uh, so for me, when I say that, sometimes I say that pronunciation, like because that's how they say it in the show. And if I'm saying like a quote, I might, from the dialogue, I might pronounce it that way. But I feel like it seems like a very British pronunciation for that word. I feel like a more American way, a more natural for me, because I'm American, to say it is Dalek. So that might sound just wrong to the British, and maybe wrong to certain fans, but it just feels more natural to say Dalek. I just feel like it just sounds silly if I say Dalek, because it feels like I'm like trying to put on a British accent, which is it's okay, but like if I'm saying it just sounds like not natural. So I might go back and forth when I say Dalek or Dalek. It just sounds more natural to me. Reminds me of when I used to work in a fast food place. There used to be a Mexican influenced burger, and it would have peppers on it. And someone kept correcting me, saying, "No, this pepper is not pronounced that way. It's pronounced this way." But it felt more natural for me to say jalapeno. And they kept saying, "No, it's pronounced jalapeno." It's funny that I'd be corrected like this because I actually took 4 years of Spanish in high school. But it just felt more natural to say jalapeno. Anyway, so Davros was a scary guy. Tom Baker, okay, so he was his wardrobe. Uh, Most of the doctors are defined by their wardrobe, and so he had. It's not pictured here, but he had a hat that he would sometimes wear, and I got a hat that I wanted to get a hat like that Tom Baker wore in Doctor Who, so that I could wear it. But I got this hat, this Tom Baker style hat, and it's it's like a costume style. So I didn't like it because I like how it looked, just not on me, and no, I didn't like how it felt. It feels stiff and like cardboard-y. So here it is. So it looks kind of neat. Um, Even says Doctor Who on the inside. But I didn't like how it looked and felt on my head, so I didn't really wear it very much. Wore it a few times, but then it just felt just too stiff. So I just left it on the top of my couch, and then bugs made a home in it. So I don't wear it anymore because bugs live in it. So that's gross. But I nailed a nail into my wall, and I hung it on my wall. So now it looks neat up there on my wall, I think. So also Doctor Who is known for his scarf, his long scarf. You can kind of see it. Yeah, there it is. There's the scarf. Very long scarf. Uh, the rumor about how the scarf was so long was uh, they they gave the material to a woman uh, to make the scarf, and she wasn't meant to use all of it, but she used all of the material, and that's why it's so long. I don't know if that's accurate or not. That might be just a myth. But it's kind of amusing because like some actors they like to use props, and the doctor uses it as a prop sometimes. Um, he's got this big scarf wrapped around his neck, and sometimes I think sometimes the actor was like tripping on it, but he does use it as a prop sometimes in the show. I do have a scarf. My family made that scarf. I did wear it a few times, but when I had it over my mouth, the oh wow, I think you could see the stuff floating in the air from the scarf. Yeah, the fibers from the material from the scarf would get in my mouth, and I didn't like that. So I don't really wear the scarf anymore. It's a nice scarf, and it does definitely might keep you a little warmer than you would without it. But I have a mask and balaclava, so I'm fine without it. I would wear it now as a demonstration, but I was thinking the fuzz and the material would shed and get on my nice jacket. Didn't want that. Anyway, so that's what his wardrobe is defined by. Sometimes hat and mainly long scarf. Tom Baker, his version of the Doctor, scarf and hat. Okay, so Tom Baker was my favorite for a very long time. Yeah, he was the longest actor to play the part, played for 7 years. Um, Usually, the Doctor is played for 3 years. Usually, but so he was the one that defined the character for me. Uh, Tom Baker was the Doctor. I'm sure, like at first, I was like not even aware that there were other actors who played the Doctor, because I guess I hadn't seen the regeneration at all when I was first aware of Doctor Who. And then later, I realized, oh, there were other actors who played the part of the Doctor. So then, when I started watching the other episodes of the other actors who played the Doctor, I started to like them too. So now I feel like, yeah, Tom Baker is probably still my favorite, but I also really like the other actors who played the Doctor. So I kind of want to say that I like them all equally because they're all different in their own way. They all bring different parts of because the actor is like sometimes they're just playing themselves in the part. Maybe not always. Uh, like Patrick Troughton, he might be that might be more not really himself too much, but they bring a lot of themselves to the role. I suppose that's probably true for other roles. Anyway, I think all of the Doctors are nice in their own way. Although I still have a nice nostalgic feeling for Tom Baker, since I originally grew up with him, knowing him as the character. But all of the actors, I think, were nice for what they brought to the character of the Doctor.